On this episode of Dirt Road Traveler, we're in Valparaiso, Chile. And let's start our trip to Valparaiso at Vineyard Casa del Bosque. We're here, we're going to do a wonderful tour and enjoy learning more about the wines created at this vineyard.
That mixes mainly sand and clay. And something good about that clay is that we can see that it's compact, so that helps us to retain water if they use drip irrigation or it rains, and that's important in central Chile because in recent years we don't have that much rain, so anything that we can do to retain water is good news. Having this own bottling and labeling machine, good thing is that it works all year long, so every wine is ready at different times of the year, harvest time, only market.
And this is the new world of wine. So these vats are concrete and hold around 2,200 liters. And this is the barrel room here at the vineyard. How's that for decanting? The greatest decanter ever developed. This very unassuming little building is called Casa Galos, and it's at the top of a hill that leads down into the harbor of Valparaiso. And this is going to be our hotel for the next 2 nights. Let's go check out our room. And I absolutely love this feature here in the hotel. To room 21. This will be our home for the next 2 nights. It has a lovely queen-size bed with a super cool map of Valparaiso. And yes, these are the things that we judge our rooms on. Lovely sitting area, kitchenette. We could bring in groceries and have our, oh, it's Mrs. Dirt Road Traveler. Let's go, and this will be a surprise to all of us, have a peek at the bathroom. Oh wow. Super nice. Big shower, toilet, and sink. So we have all the things that we need in a bathroom, along with some towels and 1 hand towel. Excellent. Our view, not spectacular, but this is Valparaiso, and we're quite happy. We have the church directly across the street. Very nice. One of the other really nice thing about Casa Galos is the morning breakfast. It starts a little later than would normally be what we would like. It starts at 8:30, but they do fresh cooked eggs to order and a beautiful buffet on this counter with fresh breads and fresh fruit, meats, cheeses, coffee and juices. It's quite nice. So these photos are processed with bichromate, and this gentleman does the actual processing here. Wow. So beautiful. Directly across from Alberto's studio is this gorgeous mural that continues the other side of that door. I am in mural heaven. here in Valparaiso. And apparently this is just the tip of a very significant iceberg. So we're stopping for a late dinner and a few drinks, and we're gifted with this beautiful view. This is a pisco sour with a twist with figs. I'll try it. There's also kind of a Newfoundland vibe with being on the hill and all the colors, except here, of course, we have the murals. So this is from the rooftop bar at our hotel, and it's currently just before 9 p.m. and today is December the 17th, so it's pretty awesome from up here. And as the sun begins to rise here in Valparaiso, off in the distance we can see the Andes Mountains. And we're at the golden hour now. It's about 6 minutes after 6 a.m. Sunrise is officially in just under half an hour, so we're looking forward to seeing what happens as the sun rises. And as the sun is rising in the east, this is a view sort of to the northwest of the rooftop that we're looking at the sunrise from. You hear the birds. It's quite awesome out here. To me, proper street art never gets old. I love murals.
Temple map, which is the business, used to be the country, the farms, the lands. They're very proud about that. But the British, they was very clear. They say, okay.
And I simply love this hostel and the paintings they have on their wall. So much art. It's gorgeous.
I have a friend who does all these Ironman sea swim triathlon. They said the sea's too rough and they weren't worried about safety.
And there's such a awesome story behind this mural.
Okay. The summer times, but in the afternoon it was more clear. So some people.
This, it just never ends.
Combination between Condorito is a cartoon with a condor, and Dali.
Yeah.
In English, it's a cow.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think
Okay, this is a guide that goes the extra mile.
Hey, I'm having coffee. So, yeah, I'm taking my pills for this. I'm taking
Well,
my pills
that's
for that.
right.
Yeah.
No, you talk about everything.
Yeah.
We try and limit it to half an hour.
So this is the first Anglican church in Valparaiso. So this is the new museum in Valparaiso. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do a full tour, but this, as of December 2025, had only been opened for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be the I don't know, the entrance is here. This is the bank, this is the public area. But if you have time in the afternoon, you want to know more about the history.
If you look very closely, there's a lot of surprises in that brain.
He used a technique like watcher test. You don't know the watcher test and the treatment test. And he started making, well, he said.
And then a much more traditional landscape in one of the many amazing sight lines. Now today, we're seeing some very low cloud, AKA fog. But still the views are amazing.
So they're concerned about anti-Semitism.
Yeah, some people say so.
It's amazing how one bit of street art can then transition itself to the next building with a completely different vibe. And then the church. We can't get any closer because the road is closed and there's security preventing us from going on the road.
Always is plenty of not now, but there's also the cushion.
Little Jack Nicholson tribute.
In the movies, I remember when I said something.
And not all the street art involves paint. Creativity comes in all different styles.
Behind this palace, the Valparaiso Palace. But in the beginning, the original owner for this house was an Italian family, an Italian guy who called Ottorino Stonelli. Ottorino Stonelli was a guy who arrived in Chile, arrived in Valparaiso in the end of the 19th century.
So we've taken a small stop into the art museum, and we're not going to show you everything, but we're enjoying it. So this man is the driver of the funicular. There it's going down.
¿Cómo ha estado la jornada?
No, solo para comentar que voy a llegar a las 2, no, para que se vea que voy a llegar a las 10.
Next, we'll show footage from us inside the funicular as we go down. This is where the water level was in 1692. And now,
Vamos.
way out there. And this is the Central Square Monument here, between that high water level line and the sea.
Guys, if you follow me, you see it. What is the practice today?
There's Mrs. Dirt Road Traveler with our guide for today. And we're heading out, as you can tell, to the waterfront. This is the pickpocket zone.
How is the parade here?
Okay, so this is our boat. Here we go. So one of the things that I did not have on my Valparaiso See It As a Tourist bingo card was a great big sea lion chilling out on the bumper tires.
You can't just leave that seal lying around there.
The view of Valparaiso from here is simply awesome. You can see all the independent hills are each independent communities. I find it intriguing that we're able to get this close to all of these Chilean naval vessels. And this will be our mode of transportation for the next 2 stops. So our guide Roberto has decided it would be more fun to take public transit for 2 blocks than it would be to walk. And I have to say I agree with him. And that is Roberto. And not all the use of spray paint here is beautiful. There is still a lot of graffiti mixed in with the beautiful street art. And then back to some really cool stuff. So let's ride the Ascensor Reina Victoria.
Reina Victoria.
This is a historical monument, and we get to ride it all the way to the top.
Can't you just play the other video in reverse?
Could you imagine?
That is true. You are so smart.
So, for those watching right now, we are not playing it in reverse. And we only know because the other funicular car passed us on the other side of the screen.
And this is the oldest one. Isn't it?
This is the old baby. That was quick. This will be our stop for lunch. Fauna Hotel Restaurant. And we've just sat down for lunch and we see another beautiful mural off in the distance. Oh, Fauna is such a beautiful restaurant. I have the smoked fish sandwich, and Mrs. Dirt Road Traveler is all in the camembert and ham. So beautiful. Oh, and beer and a fly. This is the oldest of the pisco sour bars in all of Valparaiso, and now we're gonna go in and have a pisco sour. The art of a pisco sour. This gentleman gets it. Oh, by the way, James Bond doesn't come here and say shake and not stir.
So I just shift that over in the car. I feel really rough.
That looks so good.
And I went home. I went to the house, called it to me, and I just felt like that flew, and I was rough.
Another gorgeous mural.
Ah, okay.
Another beautiful mural with Victor and Cindy and a jaguar. Oh, and him, Bob. And another amazing, like, I don't know. Like I said earlier, it never gets old. And then, of course, there's the Black Light store here.
That's the figurehead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who have paid attention, that's the mural version of the gal who's on the wall in our hotel.
Little wood-fired dinner tonight. Highly recommended, and we're quite excited for this as our dinner. Oh, and the finishing touches are going on one of the pizzas.
So this is our final day in Valparaiso, so we're going for a little walk without the rest of the tour group. We love them, but this is just a little Tim and Cindy time. I think we should have called this video The Murals of Valparaiso. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Okay, I promise I won't sing again. I'll tell you, they truly are fantastic artists. This one's just fun. And you'll notice he's a tagger. So on this walk, we're walking pretty much uphill to what's called the Bismarck Plaza. We don't know what we'll find when we're up there, but we know that the voyage itself is fantastic. And this is Plaza Bismarck. It's not quite as exciting as we had anticipated, but the nice thing is, hey, good morning, Mrs. Dirt Road Traveler.
Good morning, Mr. Dirt Road Traveler.
There's a spectacular view of the harbor from here, which would be much better if we were not physically in a cloud right now. Let's go take a closer look. So this is across the street from the plaza, zoomed in a little bit. And interestingly enough, those church steeples are where our hotel is. And this one is the Family Health Center. Another great mural. It's on a gate to somebody's parking lot. This one continues along the balloon theme through this area. So cool. This one's beautiful. The fog seems to be breaking up a little bit now. And this gives you a great perspective of the area in front of us in Valparaiso. Out to the harbor. This one's getting a little rough, but it's quite large. It's about probably 14 feet high. This is just in a little bit of an alleyway. It's just fun. Here I'm crossing the street for the next mural after this one, but I couldn't not slow down and capture this. It's on a garage door. No, that's not why I walked across the street. No, that's not why I walked across the street. This one is catastrophic. I know. It was the perfect joke for this one. So we were looking at this really awesome mural when Cindy noticed that this apartment building has its own funicular. How cool is that? Just for your viewing pleasure, for For those of you that had a light bright as a kid, probably looks familiar, but it's actually bottle caps. How could I resist adding this little dog to the video? Oh, he just spotted himself being on camera. You know, if it was the right time of day, I would stop here for food just because of this. So awesome. And the little details are fantastic. And one other thing. The area that we're staying in has a lot of cobblestone. It's actually been my white noise as I try to sleep the last couple of nights. But check out the scale of the cobbling. Now, not to mention the pothole cobble. Check that out. Crazy. Somebody's coming, so we got to get off the road. You don't often see a Citroen. You don't often see 2 Citroens. But 3 Citroens? Holy. You know, the faces are definitely one of the key features of this beautiful mural. With the Andes. Well, we're going to end our walk. We're going to head back to the hotel. So we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Dirt Road Traveler as we visit Valparaiso. And if you've enjoyed this video, please think about giving us that subscribe, maybe a thumbs up. The subscribe and the thumbs up let YouTube know that we're doing stuff that people like and just helps with algorithms and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, our next edition of Dirt Road Traveler is going to be from Mendoza, Argentina, the heart of Argentinian wine country. Thanks for watching.